on the pinfish. Here. Alright guys, welcome back to another one. We are at a local spot, at least local to me. We're in South Tampa, fishing the Picnic Island Fishing Pier. It's a public park, free parking, which is, as you guys know, I don't think it matters where you go, you gotta pay to park everywhere. So, yeah, it's looking a little cloudy, but it doesn't really look like rain. You guys can see here in the background, there is a dog park over here, and right at the beginning of the park is where the pier is. There is actually a part, if you keep driving further down the road, where it's got a park with pavilions, and if you go all the way to the end, you can walk out and wade out there. It's a really good wade fishing spot. So I'll bring you guys an episode about that in the future. But yeah, we've definitely caught super low tide right now. Hoping it's gonna turn around a little bit, get the water moving. But I brought frozen greenbacks that caught at the Skyway. I'm gonna try for mangrove snapper primarily. You can catch, redfish, Spanish mackerel, snook out here, but because this pier is so heavily fished, the fish are really picky. So I'm using really light leader, 10 pound, small hooks, small weights. So yeah, let's get out on the pier, see what we get. Alright guys, so once again, 10 pound mono, 1/0 circle hook. That guy's about 8.5 inches. I'd say most of these snapper around these piers, they're going to be about in the 9-inch range, but I've seen some bigger ones down there. These piers just get so heavily pressured, you have to use lighter gear. So let's get this guy unhooked, back in the water. And I've got obviously a public pier, I got a guy playing music down here, so I can't really be too close, or else obviously YouTube will say, hey, no to the video. But yeah, it's a small pier. And, like I said, guys, if you use the right tactics like I'm using, small 1/0 live bait circle hook, 10 pound mono leader, and I'm using small chunks, actually half the size of this, for the snapper. There's other stuff under the pier, and when you hook up, you'll know. But yeah, let's get another bait in the water, grab another one. Alright guys, got an incoming tide now, so switch to the up current side of the pier and managed to get another one. And I can see a lot of them swimming around. They're mostly this size. I've seen a couple bigger ones, but they are super picky. So holding out for a big one here. I've caught some huge ones here. You just really have to be patient, weed through the pinfish and the smaller snapper. So let's try to get another one. Alright guys, just to show you, small chunk of dead bait, 1/0 live bait hook, 10 pound mono, no weight. There you go, guys. This guy's probably about 9. There, guys. Like I said, they're all about this size. I've seen like 2 or 3 that are bigger, but the real big ones hang back behind them and wait until a hook with a bait with no hook in it comes by. So you really gotta get through them. All right, let's get another bait in the water. All right, guys. They're getting smaller. I mean, beautiful little fish, but definitely trying to get the bigger guys. I've thrown whole small live greenbacks down there. They won't touch them. So I don't know if you guys can see here, but there is bait all over the place here. So I'm using my speaky rig to catch them, and then I'm using those as bait. See if I can get one real quick. That's it. If you guys watch my other videos, it's my standard size 8 sabiki rig, 1 ounce weight. Alright guys, just like that. My rig is actually, the size 8 is actually probably a little big for these baits. Because they're so small, like a size 6 would be better. But this will work. Alright guys, been catching too many pinfish, so decided to take a pinfish, cut it up as bait. Alright guys, on the pinfish. Here. Still trying to get bigger, but the big ones are really line shy right now. And they're not as active as the small ones, so hopefully keep weeding through these, get a bigger one here in a second. Alright guys. First keeper. He's probably just over 10 inches. So, he ate the pinfish scrap too, so. You get tired of catching pinfish, put them on the hook. Let me unhook this guy, get him back, get another bait in the water. Alright guys, got a nice bite catch. This is a northern puffer. You see these guys, they got some gnarly teeth though. But these are excellent eating. Most people don't know that. They're ugly as hell, but you can see they're like a football. But yeah. You have to be careful because their teeth, I mean, I've had them bite through hooks, so you got to be careful. But excellent eating. I'm going to keep this guy. Hopefully there's more down there. I need to be real careful, so let me get the pliers. I'll be right back to you guys. Alright guys, they're getting smaller. This guy's probably about 7.5. Haven't seen any of the bigger ones anymore. I had 2 of them grab my bait, but they're smart. They don't really grab where the hook is, they grab behind it. Man, they're tough. And then they immediately try to wrap you around the pilings. So try for a little bit longer. It's getting, you know, probably about an hour from sunset. So usually this is a spot where I come, a lot of people come, and there's a lot of life here. You just have to use the right techniques and you will catch fish. So let's try to catch a couple more and then we'll get out of here. Alright guys, I don't know if you can see this, but they're eating all my chum. Getting fat. Another 8.5 incher. Yeah, those teeth, even though they're small, don't get you. Let's get them back. Alright guys. One more. You know, it's the 8.5 inch range size. Haven't seen any bigger ones, so that's probably going to do it right there. Let him go. And I mean, they're still biting, but I've caught a few other smaller ones, but yeah, my leader's getting frayed up. Haven't really caught any bigger ones. Caught the one that was a keeper, but really trying to keep the 12-inch plus ones. I've seen a couple of them around, but they're just not biting. So yeah, let's either switch it up or call it a night. All right, guys, a successful evening. Couple hours fishing. Caught about 10 snapper, all undersized though. Had the one that was a little bit over keeper size, but it's not worth keeping when you're not catching that many keepers. Did catch the one puffer fish, but because it was only the one, went ahead and gave it to a guy on the pier here. Those are excellent to eat. Very, very underrated. When I catch more of them, I'll show you guys how to cook them up. They come out like little chicken legs, and man, are they good. A lot of people don't know that. So yeah, great day. Only had a couple hours to kill, and this is a great spot to go if you're in Tampa. So yeah, this is Picnic Island Park. This is down in South Tampa, kind of by MacDill Air Force Base. But yeah, guys, until the next episode, thanks for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one.